Hey guys, I wanted to record a video today to help all you teenagers and tweens and really anyone uh, be the best friend that you can be because, well, it's just a quality that's kind of lacking these days. And I personally uh, strive to be a good friend, but sometimes we just don't know how. And there's things that are obvious, but we forget that they're even things. And when we stop doing them, then everyone else around us stops doing them, and we all collectively forget to do them together. So let's start with one of the first fundamental tenets of being a friend is listen. If your friend is talking, having a hard time, or having a good time, anything they're saying, just take a moment, a space in your mind to just listen to what they have to say. It's really hard because you want to be like, oh, I get it. This relates to me. I feel that way too. I'm so mad. But it's just them. Let them have their own experience, which is like actually a huge thing to do for somebody. Listen and just say, wow, that sounds like a long day. Or, wow, I'm so excited for you. Or, what are you going to do next? Anything that shows that you are listening, but doesn't reflect back onto you and your story. The second one that is a way to be a good friend that is seems so obvious, but for some reason we're just not doing it, and that is to invite your friends to do stuff with you. Don't just text them or meet up online or whatever. Invite them over to your house. Invite them to sit with you at lunch. Invite them to go out after school. It seems really obvious, but it's just not happening as much as it would be nice for us to have. And as a collective, it seems like something that young people especially are just forgetting to do. Part of it, I think, was COVID is like you just don't even have to think of it. Online, you don't have to really think of it. But in person, I can't even tell you how far it goes to be thought of and say, hey, come join me. Come sit with me at lunch. Come to this movie I know that you like. And yeah, invite them out. This kind of leads to the next one on how to be a good friend. On top of being a good listener, if you've been listening, do follow up, inquire on how people are doing with the thing that they were talking about. Hey, how's your grandma doing? You were pretty sad the other day about her health not being great. How did that test go that you were really worried about? Anything at all. I can't even tell you what kind of nurturing and how much you fill someone's cup just by remembering one little thing they told you and following up on it. And, you know, sometimes people just naturally tell you, oh my God, this happened. But if you can go out of your way to remember just like one thing about one person, it is like the best, right? All right, the last one, next one. This is kind of leads into the next thing is on top of inquiring, be a cheerleader to your friends. Like if they are doing something that is hard for them or that they're actually good at and they're really excited for, just be on their team. Like you can do this, or yes, you are so good at that, or you got an A, go you. Like be on their team. I know it sounds obvious, but a lot of the times we accidentally or like subconsciously have competition with our friends, and you know, it's natural and normal, but you kind of get in the habit and you forget that that's even a thing to cheerlead people on. Just be on their team. And if you find that you have a friend you just can't do it with, then don't be their friend. Just don't. If you're just always like, I don't really like think that was that cool, or you have jealousy that's just like kind of all pervasive, or you're just not really feeling like you are on their team, then don't be their friend. Just cut it off yourself, because people don't necessarily notice that you're not. And they'll continue being your friend, but maybe just do them a solid and be like, I'm finding like I'm not excited for them for this, or I'm jealous, or I just not having the like good feelings towards them. Just don't be their friend. All right, last one. This one is how to be a good friend is actually good for you, but it's also a kindness, is to have boundaries with your friends. If your friends call you like 5 times in a row, or always ask you to like do the thing that they want to do, or ask you to do things that you don't really want to do, and you never tell them, please don't call me 5 times in a row. Can we sit where I want to sit today? Yeah, please, stop touching my head. Like anything that you, in a reasonable manner, just like don't want to do, don't feel comfortable with, and you never tell them, that's actually not being a good friend. People think, well, I'm just going along like I'm being agreeable, but in the long run, you resent them. And you also don't give them a chance to do you a solid and be like, oh, of course, like I can respect your boundary, and it shows mutual respect. So kindly, very, as straightforward as you can, say, sorry, I just can't do that today, or hey, just today, can we do this thing that I want to do? Or I've noticed we played your game a lot, can we play mine? Always being agreeable, always letting your boundaries be crossed. It just adds to, like, in the long run, resentment, even rage. And then you end up doing kind of like passive aggressive, snarky things. And you know what? That's not being a good friend. That's not real friendship. All right, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know how do you be a good friend? What do you think makes a good friend? I'm sure there's many more to cover, but these are huge ones. See ya.